Hello and happy Halloween! We have a spooky show for you today. I'm Alexi Intercheck.
And I'm Maddie Grace Morris. You're watching NewsWatch Ole Miss. Well, Alexia, or should I say Glenda, we have a packed show for you today, starting off with a story on our local concert venue, The Lyric.
And later on, all things national news with your watch update. You do not want to miss this.
Well, Alexia, I'm sure everyone knows it's been a very rainy day today, but I have a special friend who's going to help us out with our current conditions.
Yes, all the way from Oz, let's hear from our weather anchor, Seth Parento, or should I say the Wicked Witch, for your current conditions. Seth?
Well, thank Oz I brought my umbrella, otherwise I'd be melting right about now. While temperatures are holding steady in the lower 70s, we are expecting rain throughout the rest of the night. But I will have more on your current conditions later on in the show. Back to you at the desk.
Everyone knows that the presidential election includes Donald Trump and Kamala Harris on the ballot this November 5th. But Oxford residents also have the opportunity to vote for more local officials. In the Senate, Republican Roger Wicker, who has held his seat since 2007, is looking for re-election, and he's facing off against Democratic nominee Ty Pinkins, who previously ran for Secretary of State in 2023. And Oxford is located in Mississippi's 1st congressional district, so battling it out for a spot in the House of Representatives is incumbent Republican Trent Kelly and Democratic nominee Diane Black. Seats in the state Supreme Court, Lafayette County Courts, the Lafayette County Election Commission, and the Lafayette County School Board are also up for grabs this election, so make sure you get out and visit LafayetteMS.com for more information on those candidates.
November 4th at 5 p.m., the Oxford Planning Department will be meeting to discuss the Courthouse Square Historic Preservation Commission.
And a public hearing will be held to decide whether or not the Velvet Ditch, Oxford's newest bar and seafood restaurant, will be able to build a new outdoor dining area on their property. Their meeting will be held in City Hall.
And if you're interested in printmaking, you're in luck. The History Department is having a steamroller printing event starting tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
This event will be located in Meek Hall, with the group carving in 124 and the steamroller event in room 10. This event is open to the public, so don't miss out.
And tomorrow is the first Music Major Advantage Showcase and Masterclass of the year.
This is not only an opportunity for hopeful students to audition, but also allows high school students to come and see what Ole Miss music has to offer.
The showcase is open for everyone to attend and will begin at 9 a.m.
Well, if you follow the yellow brick road, you might just run into one of Oxford's hotspots, The Lyric.
That's right, from date parties to concerts, The Lyric has events going on all the time.
It takes a lot of work to prepare for these events, so let's see what it takes in a night at The Lyric, as Newswatch reporter Rosie Matlock spoke to the venue coordinator.
So it is different for every event, right? Concerts like this start very early with parking a tour bus, making sure the spaces have been reserved, giving them access to the venue, then starting the load-in process, which involves merch, road cases, moving stage panels around, and then actually building the whole set. Anywhere from backdrops to moving monitor world, making the front of house, making sure the artist is happy. There's a lot that goes into before even sound checking your instruments. Then you go into line checking, your sound check, and then you start loading in support. So there's lots of moving parts that happen before. We even open doors. Once doors start, then that's when it gets really chaotic. Bartenders arrive before, the box office staff shows up early, there are runners, there are lots of people all needing things right before doors open, and then once they do, getting people into the venue takes a while, especially for a show like this where it's sold out. But that's the fun part. That's where it gets chaotic and there's always something that goes wrong. So yeah, then the show starts.
Tomorrow from 2 to 3 p.m., an introduction to Google Colab will take place at the J.D. Williams Library. This event, hosted by Dr. Sion Lee, will explain the use of generative AI for Python programming with scholar support and data services. For more information and to register, visit events.olemiss.edu. Red Window Communications and Oxford Strategic Communications Agency won the Bronze Award at the Summit Creative Award competition. The agency competed against 3,000 entries from 27 different countries. This award recognizes small-sized agencies with annual billings under $40 million. The managing director of Summit International Awards said that winning is an honor and it signifies outstanding creative achievement.
39-year-old Amanda Nicole Roberts was arrested and charged with 1 count of child endangerment after her child tested positive for narcotics. A Lafayette County Justice Court judge issued a bond of $10,000 and she has been transported to Lafayette County Detention Center. And 1 person is dead after a crash on Highway 7 at 6:09 p.m. Tuesday evening. The collision involved a 2025 Ram pickup and a side-by-side UTV. The driver of the UTV was declared dead at the scene and the driver of the pickup truck was treated for minor injuries. No further details are available at this time.
Coming up on NewsWatch Ole Miss, we have everything you need to know on how to vote here in Oxford.
Plus, we'll also have more weather updates, and later on the show, we'll have a day in the life of a Red Blurette.
Stay tuned to find out more. We'll be right back right after the break.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
When he has a big feeling like being frustrated, humming a song can help you feel better. We all have big feelings, and we are all here for one another. Love your mind.
Hurricane Helene. Devastating impacts on the southeast. Now it's time to help the people and communities who need it most. To make a one-time financial gift to the American Red Cross, scan the QR code on the screen. Make sure to select I want to support Hurricane Helene and enter how much you'd like to donate. Or go to redcross.org/donate. Together, we will make a difference for those recovering in hard-hit communities.
Gonna be a hot one out there for move-in weekend, Ole Miss. Good luck this year, Red.
You did it. You're home. I can't wait for you to discover the true meaning of Hotty Toddy. It's a cheer that connects us all to the red and blue. It's the moment that begins when you step on campus and continues long after you turn your tassel. I can't wait for you to discover your legacy and make the world a better place. Are you ready?
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. We're officially 6 days from the election, so it's time to figure out where you can vote. Your voter registration card lists both your city and polling addresses. If you cannot find your card, you should contact the circuit clerk's office and search for your address on the Mississippi Secretary of State's website for polling place information and directions. For additional information, visit LafayetteMS/voting. Speaking of how you can vote, we have an update on Election Day bus services. On November 5th, a portion of the Jackson Avenue Center parking lot will be reserved for the voters as the facility serves as an official polling location. There will be an alternative parking at South Oxford Center Garage, and 5 Klein Tour buses will run continuously all day between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. Now, don't forget this bus service is only for displaced JAC permit holders. For some national election-related news, let's now hand it over to news anchor Alexia Anderchek.
Thank you, Maddie Grace. In Wisconsin Wednesday, former President Donald Trump climbed into a garbage truck to highlight a comment made by President Joe Biden. The act comes after comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, who performed at Trump's Madison Square Garden rally, called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Biden came to the defense of the Puerto Rican community in a video call where he said the only garbage he could see are his supporters. It was unclear at the time if he meant Hinchcliffe or Trump, though Biden clarified later that he meant the comedian himself. The controversy in Wisconsin highlights how close the race is to the presidency, since the state could be one of the deciding factors of who wins.
I was saying, no, I want to protect the people. I want to protect the women of our country. I want to protect the women. Sir, please don't say that. Why? They said, we think it's very inappropriate for you to say. I said, why? I'm president. I want to protect the women of our country. Well, I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not. I'm going to protect them.
And President Joe Biden was not the only person who had something to say about the rally. Here's Vice President Kamala Harris's take on Trump's comments in the Green Bay.
And look, Donald Trump's not done. He would ban abortion nationwide. Yes, even here in Wisconsin. And he would restrict access to birth control, put IVF treatments at risk, and force states, listen to this, force states to monitor women's pregnancies. Just Google Project 2025.
The election fast approaching, Minnesota Governor and Democratic Vice Presidential nominee Tim Walz returned to speak in a very different Asheville than the one he saw just a month previously. In September, Walz held a rally at Salvage Station, an iconic riverside music venue that was all but washed away 10 days later when Hurricane Helene swept through the region. Upon arrival at Asheville Regional Airport, Walz was greeted by Senator Julie Mayfield, Representative Eric Ager, Mayor Zeb Smathers, and Mayor Preston Blakely. The leaders each give Walz a personal and in-depth explanation of the damage caused by the hurricane. From the stage, Walz delivered a message to local leaders fighting to get heard as the region's tourism-based economy recovers. Walz's visit comes as North Carolina remains a highly contested battleground state.
Mayor Manheimer, for leadership under pressure and grace under pressure. As the country watched, your resiliency and your kindness showed through. It was inspiring. Our pledge to you is Kamala and I are not going to rest until you get all the support to rebuild this community.
A Pennsylvania state judge said that he would not immediately move forward with a lawsuit that seeks to stop Elon Musk's $1 million voter giveaway ahead of the presidential election. District Attorney Larry Kraser says the giveaway should be stopped because it amounts to an illegal lottery that violates consumer protection laws by using deceptive language. At a hearing, Judge Angelo Foglita says he would place the lawsuit on hold while a federal court considers whether to take the case. The billionaire entrepreneur had been ordered to attend the hearing but did not appear. Musk's bid to move the case frees him to continue the giveaway because the matter likely will not be resolved until after Tuesday's election. This has been your national news election updates. NewsWatch will have more information Monday in preparation for the big day. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Alexia. Well, Seth, I am so ready for another weather update. You know, it's been pretty rainy today, and I'm hoping it's not going to affect my Halloween plans.
Well, unfortunately, Mother Nature seems to have not gotten that message, as the weather is looking to be continuously rainy throughout the evening, but I will have more on that after the break.
Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
It's been a tough couple of months.
A waterfall made of fire. Goats that defy gravity. A turning point in history. A palace carved out of clay. The place where we grew wings. A thunderstorm beneath your feet. An eternal torch and an enduring dream. National parks, are extraordinary. So is the support you give them.
Gosh, Darlene, it sure is amazing how much we have in common.
I know, Larry. We both love three-car pileups. We both were built in Buffalo.
And we both know wearing safety belts helps save thousands of lives.
Yeah, this is fascinating.
Don't mind Vince. He's getting over a bad breakup.
I know. Janet's picking up the pieces, too. They're in here.
I wish they understood it's all worth it to get people to buckle up.
Hey, lacerated lovebirds, I sense a major crush.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Talk about head over heels.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
And welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. With Stormwatch, I'm mostly Seth Parento. If we take a look at our current conditions, we are seeing a temperature of 72 degrees, with these storms continuing on with a light breeze of around 5 miles per hour. And if we take a look at our regional, as you can see, temperatures are consistent in the low, kind of all over actually the place, not consistent, with South Haven having a temperature of 69 degrees and Tupelo having the regional high of 78. And as we head into this evening, we are looking at a low of 60 degrees, with those storms remaining consistent, with those winds also remaining consistent at around 5 miles per hour. And as we head into tomorrow, we are looking at a high of 72 degrees, with clouds remaining, those storms moving away, and that breeze staying consistent again at around 5 miles per hour. Ooh, I'm pale. And as we head into tomorrow, again, we are looking at temperatures kind of ranging all over, with again South Haven staying consistent at 69 degrees, and Tupelo once again having the regional high of 74. And for your 5-day forecast, as you can see, as we head into the weekend, temperatures will be steadily climbing, with Sunday having the highest of 81 degrees, temperatures dipping as we head into the start of next week, with Tuesday having a high of only 74.
Can I just ask what color lip you have on? Because it's really popping on the screen today.
Well, you know, I think it's a Maybelline, I'm pretty sure. My roommates, luckily, they helped me with this because I would not be able to get this done without them. Thank you, Amari. You're the best.
They did amazing.
Yeah, just something subtle, you know.
I love it.
Thank you. Okay, but enough about this stunning face. What's going on in the world of sports?
So the Reds are heading out to Fayetteville to face the Hogs this weekend, and the World Series has a winner. Check back in after the break to hear all of this and more.
The funny thing about Hannah is she never crawled. She skipped it entirely and went straight to walking and running. She was such an eager little girl. Guess she was always looking for the next amazing thing. I know that Hannah loved every one of you.
Are you looking for more in this world? Are you driven by purpose? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, the change makers. We are the Peace Corps. With volunteers in more than 60 countries, we join hands with communities, live together, work together, transform lives, and serve boldly together. Are you ready to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
Think buying fake products is harmless? Think again. Think fake cosmetics are tested and safe? Think again. Think that medicine you can buy off social media is high quality? Think again. Counterfeits are made in unsafe conditions, potentially using hazardous and even lethal ingredients that could harm you and others. Each year, billions of dollars worth of counterfeit products are sold in the U.S. smell big crime. Think about it. If you don't know where the products came from, how could you know where the money goes? You're smart. Buy smart. Go for real.
Welcome back. I'm Caroline Dardo with Sports Watch. The Rebels go on the road as they head to Fayetteville to face off against the Razorbacks. Chris Paul Jr., an Arkansas transfer, has been one of Ole Miss's top defensive performers week to week. Jordan Watkins has been heating up with 3 or more receptions in the last 3 games and led the Rebel receivers last year against the Hogs. Similar to past years, Arkansas's strength is in the ground game, and Jaquidin Jackson shows that he ranks 4th in the SEC with a total of 84.6 rushing yards per game and 3rd with 10 touchdowns. The stage is set for the teams. Kickoff is at 11 a.m., and if you aren't heading to Arkansas, you can watch on ESPN. And there's also another team on the football field. The Ole Miss Rebelettes team is an elite group of dancers that do everything from game day appearances to high-level competition. Sports reporter Ashton Southern has more.
The Rebelettes work hard day in and day out to be the best dancers, students, and people they can be. Being on the team has taught them time management as they juggle school, dance, and other things that life throws at them.
The school provides student athlete help, so we have to go in and get a certain amount of study hours, so that really helps me set aside my other life aspects and just sit down and do my schoolwork, so that's really nice, and just have a lot of support from my friends.
Oddly enough, it actually starts here in the Tad Pad. They have their own locker room, so as they get done with classes, they usually come straight into the locker room. They start sitting, congregating, socializing, kind of like talking each other through of what they've done that day, or if it's a Monday, what they did over the weekend, and reminding each other that they do have a lot on their plate, and they are first and foremost students before anything else.
Not only is it an incredible dance team, but it has become an incredible community that no matter if you're a freshman or a senior, the girls have each other's backs.
I came to a clinic and honestly just the vibe of the team was everything that I was looking for, and I knew from that moment that I really wanted to go here, and I tried out, and with all the hope in the world that I would make the team, and here I am 4 years later still living my lifelong dream. Going through my 4 years of college, I've added more onto my education plate, and this year I'm actually student teaching, so I wake up super early in the morning, get ready for the day. I go teach first graders all day long, and then I come straight here to practice, and I go home and have to do what's important. So it's really taught me how to manage my time and prioritize what's important and what needs to get done.
Ole Miss has its own legacy that draws people to this campus in the first place, but the Rebelettes have their legacy that draws dancers to try out year after year. Ashton Southern, Tad Smith Coliseum, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Thank you so much, Ashton, and we can't wait to see what the Rebelettes have in store for us. The World Series finished last night as the Los Angeles Dodgers came back at full speed against the New York Yankees to capture their 8th World Series title. Kike Hernandez broke up with Garrett Cole's no-hitter with a leadoff single in the 5th inning, followed by Aaron Judge with a drive that left 2 on with no outs. After numerous mistakes, the Dodgers scored a run, which led Freddie Freeman, keeping the runs alive with a 2-run single. Teoscar Hernandez then drove a massive 2-run double to tie the game. After the 5th inning, the Dodgers kept the momentum up and finished the game with finish with what made a remarkable postseason run with his first major league save. That concludes the MLB season for now, and Freddie Freeman was named MVP of the series. That's all we have for sports. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for Rebel Watch, NewsWatch Sports Talk Show. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back after the break.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority, filling up something far more important than any feed. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day with understanding, empathy, and compassion, leaving hate to become what it truly is, a whisper.
Life's daily battles are not meant to be fought alone.
We're not powerless, so long as we don't lose sight of what's important.
Don't be afraid to seize that moment to talk to your friends.
Cloud, you okay?
Because checking in on a friend can create a safe space.
The first step on our new journey. You coming?
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Seize the awkward. It's totally worth it.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Well, in Oxford news, don't forget to register for the Thomas Hayes Mayo 5K November 16th at the Sigma Chi House.
The deadline to register is tonight at midnight for confirmed t-shirt availability with your registration and sponsorship signage.
This is more than just a race. It's a movement for change in mental health, and every dollar goes to the Thomas Hayes Mayo Lab at the William McGee Institute.
For more information, check out Sigma Chi's Instagram with the link to register.
Well, it's time to finally talk about Halloween, and we have a really fun game for us to play.
Yes, okay, so we're gonna put a picture up of NewsWatch staff past costumes and try to guess who it is, okay? Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, that has to be Campbell.
This
Oh,
is
the
definitely our
peacock.
sports record.
Oh, wait.
That's Miss
Same
Dorothy.
costume? Who is that?
I think that's Sky.
Baby, but iconic.
Oh, cute.
Megan!
Megan
Yes.
today.
Dressed as Megan, of course.
Okay, the
Wait,
cutest fish ever.
Fish Erica?
Oh, guys, that's me.
Oh
Iconic!
Princess.
One,
That's
one,
Hallie.
one.
The
Looking
cutest little Wonder Woman.
iconic.
Oh, is that you?
That's not me,
Wait,
but
that's
that's me! Looking iconic day in, day out.
Oh my goodness. And that's Olivia.
That has
So
to be.
cute.
The face has remained the same. She looks
Definitely.
iconic.
I love that.
That was too cute. Okay, so what are y'all's plans for the rest of the night? I need to hear.
Well, I've kind of committed to this, so I'm going out to Code Pink tonight. I better see at least all of y'all there. If not, we will be having words.
All right.
I love it.
Are you planning on going to the library, are we?
Oh, I just plan on seeing you green for the rest of the
So
night.
true.
There we go!
That's a perfect plan.
Are y'all gonna change your costumes or keep the same?
So I'm gonna change my costume. I'm
Okay,
gonna go
cute.
Top Gun vibe.
I love
Just
it.
to keep it a little bit more exciting.
Girl, you should have called me. I have literally an Air Force jumpsuit.
I so would have.
I'm not even kidding you.
I think you're a little taller than she is, so I don't
It
know.
was
if
my
that would
mom's
fit.
though.
Oh,
Okay,
So,
so I should have just
yeah,
done that instead.
it works. It
I'll
works.
be keeping Glenda for tonight, I think.
I love
but
it.
I
we'll
love
see
it.
where it goes.
Okay,
How about you,
but
Maddie?
I think I want to keep on my sparkly heels too.
you
Got
better.
that, yes.
Okay, but I need to know, and this is a make or break question, favorite Halloween candy?
Kit Kat, without a doubt. You cannot
You
go
were
wrong
quick
with a
with that.
classic Kit Kat.
Respect.
Okay.
Respect for that.
Okay, I'm Skittles.
Okay.
I think that fits.
Yeah,
your
it
vibe.
does. It does.
I'm just like, that's just my favorite.
Thoughts on Skittles gummies?
My dad absolutely loves them.
I've never tried.
I'm like, they're okay.
Okay. Okay.
But if you want to try them, try them.
I'm a sour person.
Sour Patch
Candy
Kids?
wise. Candy wise.
Sour
Yes.
Patch Kid? Okay, that's what I
Iconic.
was gonna say.
Love.
Okay, twins.
Love.
Well, that's all we have for tonight. Make sure to tune in on Monday. I'm Alexi Anderchek.
And I'm Maddie Grace Morris with your latest news.
I'm Caroline Dardo with Sports Watch.
And with Stormwatch, I'm Seth Parento.
Be sure to keep up with us on our socials and tune in tomorrow at 5. NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and keep it local.